Only fans. Fan heaters. Get it?
Yeah,
Heaters?
yeah. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated. Underrated, we the underdogs, underestimated. We the one. We the one.
Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Kind of keeping everybody in the loop of what's been going on since the sort of tragic events of our HQ burning down. It's been a very sort of unpredictable 2 weeks. I usually like having plans in place, but it's been hard to put plans in place with so much going on. So updates at the moment is we've had obviously a lot of meetings with insurance companies, and the probably long and short of it is that we are probably going to lose about 2/3 of the value of stuff up there. This is mostly to do with when you have an insurance policy, you insure for what value of stuff you have, and you have a policy based on that. It's very difficult to ring that insurance company every single week and add things in, and mostly I'm talking like parts, things that come that are delivered, merch, whatever. You wouldn't be doing an insurance policy every week. So we were probably a little underinsured, and it was also a case that we never really would have that much stuff in the one place at the one time. So it was sort of bad timing in that regard. So of the rest of the stuff that we have insured, it's going to be a long road. The insurance companies obviously can't get to our place. They can't get up the stairs. The building is being demolished, so it's an unsafe environment. They're basically not able to assess it properly. So I don't really know what's going on there. They've kind of gone quiet on us. I think they're putting in their own individual assessors and trying to figure out how they can sort of summarize what was there, what cars were there, all that kind of stuff. So it's been a bit not much to report, just kind of did everything we could do on our side. On top of that, we've been trying to look at units and where we move to and new homes. At the moment, long-term plan, I think we have a really good option, but it's going to take us some time to get there. I'll talk about that in a future episode. It's not something we can do overnight. And then in the meantime, we've been looking at lots of different units, but because of the nature of our business, doing modified cars, and also even though we didn't cause any fires, they're mostly aware of where we're coming from, seeing us as a little high risk. So at the moment, regardless of kind of money or location, they've kind of been just saying no to us at the moment. So we're hoping that that'll change and we can keep kind of grinding to try and find somewhere temporarily that can get our business back on track. Issues we're having is obviously we have Ryusei's car coming from Japan, LZ's car coming from the States, and we've had Josiah's car come from FDF in Canada. We've had to redirect all those containers to other garages and people that have been helping us out. Wayne in Car Motorsport has been helping us out a lot with that, and Craig's been running around trying to find other places for those to go, because obviously we need to get all of those things together to put on the race truck to go to Drift Masters. So it's like we can still operate to a certain extent. We're getting some cameras back, we're getting some laptops back slowly but surely, but it's been kind of a rough one to just keep everything moving alongside sort of all the roadblocks we've had. On top of that, we will have some more positive news hopefully in the next couple of weeks, but if you saw in the last video, we're heading to Mondello Park to Jap Fest this weekend, and I'm going to be driving James Dean's Eurofighter. Josh is going to be driving his MX-5 NC, which thankfully wasn't in the building at the time. So we're going to go compete because it's a good way of just getting back out there, and maybe we have a little bit of social anxiety because everybody's been talking to us for the last, in public for the last 2 weeks. It's quite negative, and we're just, we've been really intensely dealing with this, and we're now just going to try and go and drive and have some fun. And then on top of that, we've no race suits, we've no boots, we've no gloves, we've no hands, we've no nothing. So we need to figure all that out this week to try and get there this weekend. But this week, I'm going to try and do something a little bit more positive. The team has just been absolutely incredible. Brothers in this together. And one of the big things that I wanted to do before we even looked at the future of the company is to make sure that we were all whole as a team. So a lot of guys had personal cars in there. Like, for example, Lucas had all his camera gear and his laptops. We're trying to get that stuff back to him. But we are going to do that step by step. One of the people that's lost out the most on this is Adam. And Adam O'Connor, who works for us, had built one of the most beautiful MX-5s, I think, anywhere in the world. He'd done everything for a year to that car. Every single part, down to every bolt being zinc coated. He had built his dream build. And unfortunately, on the night of the fire, he went to go put a number plate back on the car. He didn't have his fancy bolts to put it back on together. Just wanted to check a few things. He left the car inside and it was burnt. So he has a loan on that car. He's now paying a loan on it. He has no car, and his insurance company has told him that they will not cover the car whatsoever due to where it was. And this is obviously heartbreaking, not only because of the time and energy that he's put into the build, but also to have no insurance, to have absolutely nothing. So I've come up with a little bit of a plan. I got onto a good friend of mine in AGM car sales, Alan McCord, who's a friend of ours. He brings in some really cool JDM cars in the north of Ireland. I remember having a conversation with Adam when he was finishing his MX-5 at Dubshed, the last show we went to, of what would he build next. And he was mad to build this particular unusual project down the line, way down the line. But it just so happened that Alan had one of these in stock, a really mint one. And because you guys purchased all the merchandise online, and we have a little bit of money there, not a lot, but we have a little bit there, I said, you know what, it would be a really nice thing to do, would be to kick off the channel by buying Adam a car and surprising him with a new project. So give him a project and give him a little bit of budget to get going again for this year, because we all felt for him. Whatever about my cars and whatever about all that stuff, when you see your friend suffering and being upset and stuff like that, you just want to help. And I think this is an opportunity that we can help. And you guys, essentially, from watching these videos and from buying our merchandise on driftgames.life, have made this happen. So I couldn't make this happen. This isn't me being generous to my friend. This is you guys. You guys made this happen. So we're going to go in and talk to the boys. I'm in another room so he can't hear me. And I'm going to say that I've bought a brand new car. I'm going to say that we're all going to go up and see the first new project of Drift Games since everything happened. You guys are going to be along for the ride, and we're going to surprise Adam with the car. He doesn't know anything about it. So I think it's going to bring a bit of positivity and a bit of laughs and a bit of smiles, which we need badly. So we're going to show you guys around our temporary office, and then we're going to head up to a friend of ours who has a car dealership, who's about an hour and a half from here. Craig has already brought the car there. We're going to put a cover on it. And as I said, Adam's going to think it's a new Drift Games project, but it's actually his project. So hopefully this is going to be a pretty positive video and one that gets us moving again, which is the whole point of this. Just get us moving again, get us loving cars again, and get us loving projects again. And to see Adam smile, hasn't smiled a whole lot in the last 2 weeks. This would be awesome. Hello, boys.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome to the office.
Welcome to the new digs.
It's great, isn't it?
You know what? If anything, it's nearly better. I think it's simpler, more minimalistic.
Yeah, that's what
I think it works out.
it's humbling.
It's a little bit cold, but
Yeah.
Well, that's not the new for
Is
Blaine.
that the new radiator? Yeah.
Yeah. It's the last office got a little bit too hot for him.
Yeah. The last office is too hot for Blaine, so this one he needs a little smaller heater. I know we're all working hard today, but I've got a plan. So obviously we have no projects whatsoever going on at the moment. Zero projects. What we're going to do now is we're going to go get the first Drift Games project of the year.
Is it a new building?
Lucas is gone.
Wait in the car.
Lucas in the car. Alright, so basically we've got a project. It's the first Drift Games project of the year. It's not the fanciest in the world, but it's something to get us going. So I'm giving everybody permission to take a little bit of a half day, and we're gonna go for a spin. Yay! Half day, we're gonna go pick up a project, and look, it's been a pretty miserable 2 weeks, so let's go put some smiles on faces, and I think you guys are gonna really like the project. And Keen was here as well, but he was on the phone, so I said Keen.
Talking to our Josh.
He's actually on the phone.
Talking to Josh, were you?
Talking to
How's
Josh.
Josh?
He's grand. He's just trying to figure out when he gets back from his holiday what the hell is going on.
On that note, so Keen, you know the way you're the general manager of the company and you like to keep everybody in check?
What has happened?
I've given everyone a half day so we can go collect a project. Yay! Screw you, Keen! What do you think I bought, Lucas?
honestly, I have no idea. I was gonna say a Lamborghini, but
Too soon. It's definitely not a Lamborghini. Actually, it's probably the opposite of a Lamborghini.
you got one of those trucks that Josh got, didn't you?
The little K truck?
Yeah.
It's not a K truck. It's not a Lamborghini. It's somewhere in the middle, but more so towards the K truck. Look how happy he is that he doesn't have to do any more work today. He's delighted.
We're unsure what's happening.
I've bought something.
See, that's not always a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Me buying things is not always a good thing. I promise
Wait,
this is a
wait,
good
wait,
thing.
buying-
And it's going to be the first project of the year that we'll do post-apocalypse. We'll be able to do it. All right, so pack it up. We're going on the road. Alright guys, we're about an hour from our temporary office. We're here at Kieran McConnon Car Sales. They have a bunch of cool stuff here. We're picking up our first project since the disaster. Hopefully put a couple of smiles on faces and start getting back on cars again. They also have some cool cars here as well, so we're going to show you that before we show you what we picked up. This place is cool. Alright, so we're here, Jason. Thank you for having us.
Very good.
So, look, we're not going to beat around the bush. The car is under the cover, right? So this is the new project. However, it's surrounded by so many cool cars that I really want to go and have a look at, and I don't know what half of them are, so Jason's going to explain this to them. This is an Aston Martin Vantage. We know what that is.
Correct. V8.
This is lovely. But this thing,
This thing has been the channel before.
I know the disappointment on the boys' end. This isn't the newest project
under the covers? Why?
Why is this not the project on the channel? This would be a good project, by the way.
First in Ireland. But yeah, fully electric. You can drive it from 15 years of age if you live anywhere but Ireland. So very typical. But yeah, that's like a golf cart. Cooler than an MX-5, I must
I like
admit.
how it has
Apologies.
a plastic monocoque. So this is basically basic.
It is very. It basically a legalized golf cart.
How much is this car?
11,000,
11,000
12,000
euro?
Euro, yeah. Home brand spanking new, 0 kilometers.
That is the price of a golf cart.
It is, and it's it's cool. Grab a coffee with
cool,
it
right?
and stuff. The welding's not great. Did you see the roof? The welding on the. Just check that out.
You're the worst car salesman I've
I know this is not for sale. It's fine. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. Welding on all the other cars is great, but this one.
This is very bad. Very
It
bad.
almost has like a roof like a golf cart. Like a
Never gotten into a car and thought, you know what I'll do? I'll check is it a solid wall or whatever. Like,
Fits you well.
Jason, I'll have it.
Every car we lost with these. God, you could buy 14 of these for the Corvette.
And I
That's
still
pretty
get
good.
the views.
It would be some race.
Just roll it in Monaco, and that's all you have to do.
It is.
Very simple.
We'll leave you in there, Dean. What in the name of God is this for a window? Look, if the panel here is the same as the front. They're the same panel. Look. Have a look at it. We just changed the colour of the lights.
Look, they're kind of the same wheels as the Stroms.
They're actually.
They're really just the same as the Lambo wheels that we had. They're just, apart from the fact that you can pull these off,
They are the upgrade wheels now. I must admit, they are upgrade. The orange accents is a pack. That is a pack.
Yeah, that's a bit too rich for our blood.
Look,
Yeah.
it's not for everybody, but you know.
I like it. So we have a Laurel. This is your brother's car, right?
That's his baby.
This is lovely, and I
That's
like
his child.
it. It's stanced. It's beautiful.
It is. It's very simple, but it works. Like it's not a chaser, so it's different.
You know what?
Everyone calls it a chaser, like it's But
I always
still.
compliment people when they have a car that I don't particularly like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Laurels, and I like this one. It means that it's really nice.
Want me to lock it down, but I told her to pass the key. You gotta slow it down, girl, you moving too fast for me. Nobody did it like this, so they wonder, they asking me if I can slow it down, cause it's coming too fast for me. Baby, don't try.
And you got a couple of rally cars over here as well.
Couple of random bits and pieces. Yeah, that's Danny's other problem child. So that's his good child, and this is the child that was a bit awkward.
Your top 10, got a house in the hills, can you top this? I came from where them boys that you top list, get crazy around here.
Or be 25,
25, 32, anti-lag, the whole lot. Drove it once and cost him nothing but headaches. So you like
That's
misery.
nothing new. This is pretty cool, Adam. This is not a project. This could have been, but I don't know. It's front-wheel drive, so we can't do
That was my first car. I drove that to college.
this is your first car?
That was my first car. Yeah. So it's a proper 106 GTI. Then it was fully tubbed. Then it was wide arch. So that's a Dima carbon kit. And of course, then I ruined it like everything else and wrapped it and done stuff.
So it's not a rally car. It's a road car
Is
that
it-
you converted as a replica of a rally car.
It was a road car, back to road car.
when
So
you-
it handles unbelievably. It is ridiculous.
So when you take this to an NCT, do they go, oh, the lighting is like 5,000%?
Yeah, it wasn't at an NCT in a while for that
Yeah,
reason.
there's nothing there.
No.
These are quite the headlights.
They're actually original Peugeot ones as well. It sounds very weird, but very hard to get. But
And then you have a Citroen Zara, which is like the Sebastian Loeb one, is it?
there's actually two of these in the world. So years and years ago, we were Citroen main dealers. These was made when Sebastian Loeb won the championship, and a company in France called Citroen made it. And we weren't supposed to buy one, but we bought one. And
there's
it's
only
here.
two of these-
It's
two of
only
these
two in the world. They're show cars. They're shipped all around for the World Rally Championship. And yeah, it's
So this is like a body of a rally car, but then it's a road car.
Wait, there's actually 2,500 miles in this car from brand new.
Whoa.
It's literally
Jesus, it's brand new.
brand new. Like it's ridiculous.
God, that brings me back.
It is crazy. Like.
That's very cool.
And everything. So this is actually as factory as you get. It was actually factory built.
You look at the kit, it's all like properly in. Like,
It is. It was
actual
there was money spent. Now, like, look at the wheel space in it. It's quite drastic.
Rally spec.
It is. But
That's actually, but that's on the wheel though.
that's
not.
not
Yeah,
They
it's
were
actually.
proper made wheels like
So
back in the day.
technically, this is a French wide body.
This is a French.
By Citroen. Because they didn't have to just put a load of drilled holes in this, which we... Look
FDM.
No rivets.
at that, no rivets, no nothing, just
Yeah,
all
it was
molded
really-
on.
It's well done for what it was.
Very
it was a
cool.
show car, so. Now, we did get it fully resprayed since and stuff because it was lying around since 2010,
That's cool.
so.
These are funny because these are those like not cool, then all of a sudden they
Cool,
start
yeah,
getting
yeah.
very cool again. Like I wouldn't look at a Citroen Zara in my life, but now I'm like, oh, they look cool, especially the coupe. It's nostalgia, man. It does it to you.
And it's a 2 litre petrol, it's not the usual French 1.6. So it actually goes pretty well, but then again, it doesn't drive very far, but sits inside.
That's pretty cool.
Then you have the Japanese fans, you have the good Subaru. This one actually has their plastics in it from brand new, which is very strange for a Subaru. And it doesn't have a dump valve, it doesn't have a big
Whoa.
exhaust, it's very original for what it is. And it drives exactly as it should. It's just a really nice original car.
That is the most stock Subaru I've seen in a very long time.
It's strange.
And we've seen some Subarus in Japan.
We saw a lot of Subarus in Japan, but this is literally just out of the factory. Watch, not a modification, not one. Plastic on the ground, everything is perfect. So then, this is the car that most people will know you from, the GTR, which you've kind of done as a track spec style. And
I
it looks
did. I
fantastic.
toned it back a little bit. I had slidey windows and it was lower, and actually on BC's. It's no, really nice car, but I want to change it up again. So maybe this summer might be the year.
This was like, I remember when you had the car originally, and it was a really nice car. And then you just went mental with the kind of Falcon-esque livery,
Totally.
BCs lowered, forged wheels, everything just went mental.
And it's actually Midnight Purple under repaint, which is probably a shame to wrap over it. But however, here we
wrapped
are.
over Midnight Purple.
As you do.
That's very, very cool.
Just have a look at it.
There's the jacket.
Wait.
There we go.
Zipper up. It's a shopper across and everything.
Next strap
Here we
over.
are now. Thanks, kid.
Do you know what? I think it suits you.
That's alright with me. Fall out like the leaves. Said that you don't love me no more. That's on me. Yes, that's on me. Took time to agree. We should let it rest. Our relationship OD.
Lots of cool cars. I'm gonna take the camera from you, Lucas. Yep. So we got lots of cool cars here, and you guys have been wondering what the project is, and it is under this cover. It's not a Lamborghini, but it's going to be a start for us here on the channel of something that we can work on. And I know what it is. And also,
I know what it is.
Keane knows what it is.
Yep.
Blaine, you know what it is.
I know what it is.
You know what it is.
I have no idea what it is.
You know what it is.
I just see that.
He knows what it is. Jason knows what it is.
I know what it is. Yes, very good.
Craig knows what it is because Craig collected it this morning, didn't you, Craig?
It is. Yeah.
There's only one man here, bar Lucas, who doesn't know much about what's going on most of the time, that actually doesn't know what it is. You don't know what it is.
Why is this happening again?
Cause Adam, this is not our new Drift Games project. This is your new project.
For fuck's sake, I'm not gonna cry again. I can't cry again.
No, we're not going to get you crying on camera again. So basically, Adam, look, the MX-5, right?
Yes.
Horrible story. Not good. Car gone. No
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah.
Misery.
Yeah.
But the amount of work that you've put in over the last couple of years to get us through the events, get us through everything, we said that we couldn't have you have nothing, have no project.
Right.
So you and me, this was probably about 2 months ago, I asked you a question. What would you do if you were building another project after the MX-5? Because the MX-5 was kind of done. It was pretty much finished.
Definitely done now.
It's definitely done now. And you said that you would want something different. And I said, I went on the minute the fire happened, I said, maybe we might be able to find one. Alan McCord, AGM Car Sales, had one, beautiful one. And we are now going to present you, Adam, with your new project. Not only are we going to give you this car, but we're also going to give you a budget to make it a show car for the summer, because you got robbed of the summer with your MX-5. You didn't get a chance to take it out, take it for a spin, go to all the shows. It was very sad. But now I think going forward, you need something to get your mind off all that.
Sorry.
So we got you
won't
something.
believe that.
We got you something. We got you something. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Boys, say hello to Adam's new project. Boom!
That is f***ing savage.
Why you upset like Cinderella teens? You should see the things I feel inside these denim jeans. I can't associate with y'all this shit like ketamine. Been on one, been on two, been on everything. Bitch, I'm with my gang, with my squad. What the fuck you want? So be rolling gas, I can't hang. Bitch, I'm fucking gone.
This is not a Drift Games car. This is an Adam car. This is yours to do whatever you want with it. We're going to give you a budget alongside the car to get it ready for show starting, because we know you like your details. And all of our sponsors, all of them, are going to pitch in to help you build the car back up again.
Thank you so. I actually don't even. Yeah, literally. Yeah, I'm speechless. I'm properly speechless.
Well, then,
It's
we're
fucking
not going to
savage.
make you cry on camera again. You only do that once a year. We're going to have you have a look around the car, see what you think.
Oh, savage. I'd never said I'd do a detailed project ever again, because it'd probably break me, but we're going again.
Are you going again?
Yeah, we're going again.
So this, you told me that you wanted a Datsun pickup. You were going to do like a front end conversion, wheels out. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Now, it was a pipe dream, but now I actually found one, and this one is mint. Craig, you had a look around it. She's a little beauty.
Yeah, Alan had her. Alan got it, and to be fair, he wouldn't get anything that's bad. So, yeah, she's a gem.
She's a gem. Look at this thing. Fresh respray. Has the interior done with the bride material. And you know what? It wasn't a super cheap one. It wasn't a super cheap one, but there's no point with these.
I know what it is.
Do you know what car it is?
Yeah.
What gave it away? What gave it away? I think it's pretty cool.
That's savage. That is fucking savage. Sorry. That is
You're swearing again.
savage.
Sorry, Lucas. This thing is super cool. Well, sit in it. I want to see if you fit.
Little clap for Adam.
Little clap for Adam, people.
Yeah, buddy.
He's back, baby. He's back.
Back and better than ever, bro. Now you're driving a real car. A Nissan Datsun.
Look at him there.
Happy out.
Like a glove.
He's some man to bring around the spuds now in the back of that.
Figuring out what bolts I'm going to change.
All the zinc bolts. If you're in the business of doing zinc bolts and strange modifications to cars, watch out. Adam O'Connor is back in business.
That is savage.
What's it like inside?
Deadly. Lovely.
It's
And
very
it fit
clean.
way better than the MX-5. That was always my issue.
See, that's what we were thinking. The MX-5 just wasn't for you. So this is so cool. This thing looks fantastic. Awesome. Well, there's only one thing left to do, Adam, and that's take it for a spin.
It's all so clean. I don't really know where to start because I know a little bit about the trucks, but I didn't really research anything because I had the MX-5. I know now my next 7 weeks of nights are just going to be flat on the laptop, learning every single piece, every single part, every place to get everything for it. Because while it's clean, I still want to put my own stamp on it. But it still doesn't even really feel like mine. It's not. It's still speechless, and I'm still like, it's cool. We're in like a cool car place, and all cool cars around. I'm like, oh, that's nice, and we're all just going to go home now. And it doesn't really make sense that it's coming back. But it's time to make it my own, which is very cool.
Exactly. And as Exhibit would say, you've been pimped. I honestly think this is like so much cooler than any other, honestly.
Because everybody's done them, and there's not that many of these around.
All right, let's go enjoy your car.
All right. Hey, that's reverse. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
this is cool. Sounds crazy. As Craig said, it's like he said it to me after. He's like, it sounds really weird, but actually has a nice little rasp to it.
It's nice. Has a little.
There's a nice little noise off it. Know nothing about this car. I think of what I've read before, it is a 4-speed, so I won't try and go to 5th, but drives lovely, feels nice and comfy. Driving position is a little bit weird, as in like steering wheel's a bit off, and like the pedals are a bit strange, but nothing you wouldn't get used to. Obviously trying to change to a grip rail steering wheel at some point, trying to change the seating position up a little bit. One thing I do know about these cars is I'm not going to set a land speed record, so a lot of people obviously do engine swaps down the line. That was always something that was considered or is considered by everybody, but as it's like drives great, not too bouncy. Might need a set of coilovers if coilovers even fit into it. But like all the guys were like, oh, we're unsure how, like, if you're going to fit in, or like how to, like, I came from an MX-5 that was about 6 millimeters off the floor, and like I could barely squeeze myself into that at the best of times. So I'm in the laps of luxury. Like I have headroom. I didn't have headroom in the MX-5.
Not much.
That's way more than I had.
All right, well, let's give it a go, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Well, you didn't get a fast car, but you got a really, really, really cool car, honestly.
I got an MX. I had an MX-5, which it was fast just before its life ended. But before that, I had like 65 horsepower. So this is definitely an upgrade.
So what engine you thinking to put in then eventually? Well, like, well, what's speaking to you?
The most common, and I have seen it before, is SR20s.
Ooh.
But there is a crowd in Australia that makes a subframe for a rotary.
Either God's engine or engine from the gods.
Yeah.
And this is, like, I think, a head turner not only for the younger generation but also the old cats. I feel like they're gonna be like respecting you now.
It gets the old school datsun heads, and everybody knows because these cars were made started in the 70s, but this obviously went all the way to 94. But it gets the cool JDM heads the way I'm going to do it. So yeah, as I said, covers both worlds. It's all in all, should be a very, very fun project. And I'm already looking around going, I'm going to change this and I'm going to sort this and this needs to be tidied. While it's already perfect as it is, this is just my stupid OCD car head. Just goes a little bit mad with this stuff. The cars are pain, and I had the last 2 weeks have been pure pain. But this is very much an up, and I can't thank you guys, Dave, everybody, because I didn't really know what I was going to do, because like the car was gone. Didn't really know what, like, financially I was going to do, money-wise I was going to do, where I need to go from here. And this is a very cool base, and I'm happy to be the first project on the channel and do us proud. See?
And honestly, yeah, look at that. He got a whole tattoo about it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, big thank you to you guys, because without your help and your generosity, like, we would have probably quit by now. But honestly, like, it's only been a week, 2 weeks today, and Adam now is at least somewhat put whole.
You're gonna do this car and make everybody else proud, because it's not my car. It's about, like, it's Drift Games' car, but it's actually your car as well, because you guys funded this. So like, this is we should be looking for properties. We're trying to keep you guys entertained and build something crazy. So I want to do everybody proud with this.
Yeah, I'm really proud to be part of Drift Games, because like this place makes dreams come true, and some of our dreams got a little crispy.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We're back.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby.
Well, Adam,
It's very cool. Thank you very much.
are you happy?
Very happy.
Well, I just want to remind everybody, this is a sunny day in Ireland, so I wasn't prepared for
It's very strange.
Very strange. So, I want to remind everybody that you got no insurance back for this. We got no insurance payments yet. But the only reason this car exists, and the reason you got it, is because people bought merch on our shop. And my goal was to kind of, I don't know, start small, start getting people back on cars, getting back into the love of it, and get into the summer, and maybe have some. And this thing, I think, is going to be cool.
Summer, it's a proper summer. Lucas is like, give it some. I was like, I am giving it some, but it's not about that. It's about like just going for like nice drives in the summer and going to the cars and coffee and just having fun.
And what I want to see is Adam O'Connor back on his little trinkets and his little zinc bolts and his wheels and his stance and all that. That's what we want, because that's Adam's happy place.
Yeah.
Our happy place is everybody, working on projects. This is not the most expensive project in the world, but has a bunch of character.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point. It's different.
That's why I always wanted one of these. They're different.
I think it's cool as hell. I actually love it. I think when you're finished with this by the summer, it'll be whopper. So we're going to bring this to Jap Fest in Mondello Park next weekend. It's the only car we have to put on. When you think about it, the only car we have to put on our merch. We don't even have a merch stand. We got tents. We got a tent, and we got some stickers and some posters. So if you guys want to come by, we're going to be there hanging out for the weekend. If you want to grab some trinkets, all of our merch that you guys have so graciously purchased is in production right now. We're starting to collect it tomorrow. We'll get it packed up. We'll get it out to you guys as quick as we can. If you haven't purchased something from the shop, we are just doing pre-orders, but we will get everybody up to date as soon as humanly possible, as soon as our printers can get that stuff ready. And once again, thank you guys for all of your support. We've been trying to put smiles on faces this week. We've been trying to get out of the shit and get back into cars, and I think this is a great start. And see this man happy again, that's what it's all about. So thanks guys for watching. The next episode we will be at Jap Fest. I am driving James Dean's, it's even hard for me to say it, James Dean's Eurofighter. I'm driving it at the weekend. Hope you guys are coming down to Jap Fest. A reminder that if we go over the attendance from last year, Mondello are going to give us the proceeds of the tickets over last year's attendance. So hopefully we pack the place out. It's going to be a wild weekend. Looks like the weather's going to be really good too. So he's a happy man. He's a happy man. That's what it's all about. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next episode for some drifting.